Hey, welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about how you can edit field options for your content types. And you might be saying, I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, let me give you an example instead. Okay, let's go ahead and add some new content. I want to show you what happens when we try to add an article here. Let's create a new article saying, ooh, I don't know, let's say, meet our new band members. Okay, there we go. So we go band members, uh, there we go. Good enough. Okay, let's add a little bit of body text to here. Just a couple things here. How about there we go. Okay, cool. And what I'd like to do, okay, is I'd like to include the photos of all the band members. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to choose an image, and fortunately, I have band member photos right here. Let's start with the singer and the bassist because he's a real prima donna and he wants his image first. So let's go ahead and upload that image. Okay, so and I do need to add some alt text here. So I'm going to say singer bassist for Robo Bunny Attack. Okay, there we go. All right. How do I add more images? This is only letting me add one image. Well, let's go ahead. Let's start by saving this. And let's take a look at this article. Meet our new band members. Fine. Okay, there's a picture of our band member. By the way, he's not really in my band. It's just a random image I found online. Um, okay. What's the problem? The problem is it looks like I can only add one image here. Okay, and that's very limiting. And I'm sure you have lots of internet experience, and I'm sure you've noticed that certainly it's absolutely possible to add more than one image to an article. I'm sure you've seen lots of articles on the internet with more than one image. Okay, so here's what we need to do. This is where we need to go and change. Remember when we talked about changing the blueprint for some content type? Yeah, this is exactly what we needed to do. We need to go in and we need to tell Drupal, hey, you know what? I know that your default is just to allow one image per article, but I'd actually like to be able to add more than one image. And so we're going to go edit the blueprint for this. Okay, so if we're going to edit the blueprint, okay, I'm in the edit article field right now, or the edit article page. This isn't the right place, right? No, exactly. This isn't going to help us. We need to go and edit the blueprint. And where do we do that? Right? Structure. Exactly. Remember, structure is where all the fun stuff is. We've been here before. Remember? We went to structure and we clicked on content types back when we were editing the way comments appeared on articles. Okay? And so this is going to be very similar. We want to edit the way articles are treated from this point forward. We don't want to just change it on this one thing. We want to change it from this point forward for all articles. We would like to be able to add more than one photo per article. Okay? Now here's where things are a little bit different than last time. Last time we clicked on the edit button right here, and that allowed us to tweak the comment settings. Remember that? We went to comment, and we changed the comment title. But there's nothing here about images, okay? And that's because images, when it comes to articles, images are saved in fields. And a field is just like, think of a field as just a bucket, okay, that you put information into, or data, or content, okay? An image is just a type of data or a type of content, right? And so every content type, okay, whether it's you're talking about articles or articles or basic pages, because those are the two content types we have right now, every content type has its own set of fields that are associated with it. And whenever you add a new piece of content, all you're doing is you're just putting stuff in each of those buckets. Okay, let me show you what that actually looks like. I can show you what all the different buckets are if I click on the Manage Fields button right here. And by the way, if I wanted to go directly to this, let me just go back to structure. I'm going to show you a different way of getting there. Okay, I'm going back to structure, clicking on content types. Rather than click on the edit button, you can click directly on the Manage Fields, because what we're going to do is we're going to manage those buckets. We're going to give some different instructions to Drupal about how to handle those buckets of information. So let's click on Manage Fields, and this brings us back to that page we were at. Okay, so here we have a list of all the different buckets of information that that is associated with each article. Excuse me, because I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not going to sneeze. Darn it, don't you hate when that happens? Okay, sorry about that. So these are all the different buckets that are associated with that. And do you want to know something? I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to open up in a new tab here. I'm going to add some content. I'm just going to go through the process of pretending that I'm adding a new article here. And I want to show you, right? What do you see here? Title, title. Okay, there we go. Tags, tags. Are you getting it? Okay, see? Body. That's all the body text right there. And finally, down here we have image, and down here that's image, right? So these are just four buckets of different types of content, okay? And there's different settings associated with each of that. And whenever we're filling out a form, essentially all we're doing is we're just filling in information in those buckets, and all that information gets stored in a database. This whole article would be considered one record or one instance of the article content type. And and all we're doing here is we're just controlling, well, what are the types of what are the categories of information that we can keep track of when it comes to articles? Okay? I know I'm kind of going around the long way. I'm giving you sort of the scenic route to explaining how this works, but it's because it's really important, and it's one of those things that when you get it, it's just everything just becomes so much easier. Okay, so hopefully you're getting this, and if you're not, I promise you, you will get it. Okay, so hang in there. So what was the problem we wanted to solve? Okay, well, let's see. We were adding a new article, okay, and we added the title and we added a tag and we wrote we put some dummy text in the body, and then we uploaded an image. That was fine. There was no problem there. But then what happened? We could only upload one image. And that kind of sucked. We wanted to be able to upload more than one image. Okay, so can we alter this? What should we do? Should we add new fields here? I got an even better way of doing this. We're not going to add new fields. That's just going to mess up our database. Instead, we're going to edit this particular bucket because these buckets are pretty cool. Not only can you upload images into this, but you can actually specify how many buckets, or how, not buckets, but how many images you can upload. I'm going to click on edit right here. Okay, so that we can edit the way Drupal treats this image information. And see, we see here, image, upload an image to go with the article. Yeah, we've seen this already, right? This, by the way, this basically allows you to specify what the allowed file extensions are. That's neat, right? So you can actually say, hey, don't upload any image formats that Drupal's not going to be able to display. That makes sense. This tells you where it's going to go. Don't worry about that so much. We can actually specify all these types of things. We're not going to worry about this, but this is what we care about right here. This section that says number of values in the image field settings. And so, okay, Drupal uses some generic language to talk about this and says maximum number of values users can enter for this field. And you're like, values. Okay, in this case, when they're talking about number of values, they're just talking about number of things that you can put in this bucket. Okay, and the things that we can put in this bucket are just images, right? And so in other words, it's telling you how many images can we put in this bucket, and what's it currently set at? It's currently just set as one, right? So right now, Drupal is quite correctly, because these are the instructions that's been given, Drupal is limiting you to, okay, no, you can put stuff in this bucket if you want to, but you can only put one thing at a time. Let's increase the size of the bucket, okay? Let's say we've got 4 band members. I want to be able to upload 4 images to there, okay? And I'm just going to save those settings, right? Okay, cool. So it says saved image configuration. Let's see if this works. Okay, I'm going to close this. And what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to edit this. And I'm going to scroll down and whoa, look at that. I've got a new thing. Now wait a second. I said 4 and I see 1 here and I see a new thing here. Well, watch and see. I'm going to go ahead and upload a new thing. Let's upload something here we go, lead guitarist. I'm going to upload this image of the lead guitarist, another random person I found online. Hope you don't mind you're in my screencast. Lead guitarist for Robo Bunny Attack. There we go. And look, as soon as I did that, a new little thingamajig, a new little widget appeared here that allows me to upload more. Cool. All right, good. So I'm going to do that. Rhythm guitarist. Let's upload the rhythm guitarist here, or rather the image of the rhythm guitarist. We're uploading that. Okay, there's our cool rhythm guitarist for Robo Bunny Attack. Okay, cool. Finally, another one. Okay, we got to put the picture of the drummer. Poor drummer. The drummer always comes last. I don't know why that is. Probably shouldn't. Maybe I should have put the drummer first. Okay, there's our drummer. Okay, drummer for Robo bunny attack. Okay, cool. And look, there's no more because we've used up those four places in the bucket. Okay, so there we go. We've done that. Let's go ahead and click save. All right, I've done that. Whoa, yeah, these images are kind of huge, and we're going to learn about how to change that later. But that's cool. So we've got all our exceptionally cool band members in there. And what if we wanted to? Do we have to specify a limit? Let's go back and take a look. Let's go back to structure. Let's go to content types. Again, these are fields. This is for the article content type. Let's go manage those fields for the image. Those images that we were uploading. Let's edit this and let's see what other options were available to us. Down here, we specified 4. Could we go higher? Looks like we can go maximum of 10. No, you could actually do unlimited if you wanted to. And what happens is, in theory, every time somebody uploads something new, it'll just create a new widget, and then you can just keep uploading and uploading and uploading and uploading. I mean, in our case, I'm just going to set it at 4 for now, okay? Because that's all I needed, but I could have certainly set that as unlimited. Okay, so there you go. You now know how to edit the image field settings for the article content type to allow your contributors to upload we did up to 4 images per node, okay, or 4 images per article rather than just 1. And we know that the highest value we could have set for this was unlimited. And by extension, we actually now know that we can edit, any of these fields. And you can probably guess that in a lot of cases you can allow people to include more than just one instance of these things. And so this is really handy to know. You're going to use this a lot. Okay. We're going to come back and probably in the next screencast we'll talk a little bit about managing the display of this. Okay. But for now, just kind of mull that over for a little bit. Why don't you think of opportunities to use this and go ahead and practice that. Practice uploading some images and changing the number of images that particular field will accept. And then come right back because I got more cool stuff to show you. Okay, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.